Hey there, fellow hunters, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Bellwright, episode 13, Adventuring the Wilds. It's weird to be playing on a character now that isn't like max level, or max level. I'm so used to like Linnet taking 5 seconds. I forgot how labor intensive it is early game, where everything takes so much longer. Especially with the lack of population to outsource as slave labor? I mean, you don't pay your villagers. So, I'm not exactly sure that they're not slaves. I mean, I guess they're volunteers. Sorta. Alright, Lubo. Wait. Don't run. Alright. How dumb does he look in a coif? We're about to find out. So his old pants were worth 2 armor. These are definitely better. Yeah, it's pretty bad. I might not want to wear one of those. The amount of armor it provides is probably not worth looking like a doofus. At least not to me. So all in all, what is it? 12 wood. 4 fur, 4 pelt, 4 hide, and 2 fangs, 1 tusk, and 1 horn. So that's the full requirement for all the trophies. Which is why the village elder was like, well, if you can manage it, because it is a big ask. It's a lot of collection. Early game. Once you hit tier 2 village, you'll be swimming in... Well, it depends on what you hunt. But if you're hunting wolves or hunting stag or hunting boar, you'll be swimming in their respective trophy items. Because your villager hunters will collect that stuff constantly if you're hunting that stuff for game. But early game, when you have to do the hunting manually, yeah, it takes a bit of time and effort. Alright, finally! After mentioning it for like an hour, I'm getting you the garlic. As long as I don't get distracted by like game to hunt or something. Researching a new bow is so far down the tech tree, it's not going to happen for a while. It's here. And it requires me to liberate a town first, because the next tier bow requires a recruited woodsman, which means that I would need to go to like Padstow and liberate it. And liberating Padstow is oh, I'm in combat. Hello, you want to fight? Fine, I guess I'll fight you. What if I put a tree between me and you? Can you shoot me now?
Keep going.
No, I'm not. You don't boss me around. I boss you around. That's not how this relationship works, dude. No, you did get 1 hit on me, so good for you. Charlie. Bye, Charlie. You're gonna make a beautiful rotten corpse in a minute. I was minding my business trying to get garlic. The garlic bandits have tried to stop me. So, although not entirely true, almost everything in Tier 2 requires you to have, like, most of it at least, requires you to have specific villagers with with apprentice craftsman abilities to be able to make use of. So I mentioned this before, but there are blacksmiths, weavers, farmers, carpenters, woodsmen, healers, innkeepers, laborers, engineers. I think that's the full list. And each town has a certain subset of them. So, for instance, you mentioned the better bow. That requires me to get a woodsman, and woodsmans come from Bradford and Horndean. So I would need to liberate either Bradford or Horndean to find a woodsman to unlock the next bow tech. Interestingly, the research required for the tech can only be done by like a woodsman, but then manufacturing the bow only requires a craftsperson with the requisite craft skill. So, for instance, all armor requires a blacksmith to research, but to actually make the armor requires just any craftsperson with that level of skill. Which is good, because otherwise you would need, like, many armor smiths, or many blacksmiths to make your arrows and armor and swords and all that. It'd be... I actually like this system, even though it doesn't make a lot of sense. Because, alternatively, it would be... it would require you to, like, recruit so many blacksmiths, you'd lose your mind. You'd be like, all right, finally, I got my, like, 6th blacksmith for my village, you know? It's like, oof. That's just... feels terrible. Okay, I have a lot of garlic. It's enough to make, like, a pretty decent amount of food now. I don't see any more patches of it here. I only have one slot open, so I'll call it good. No, this sign is being guarded by bandits. Or bandit. Too bad for him. I ain't afraid. What are you, in the garden? Alright, I'm gonna shoot you in the head. Oh, or you're gonna teleport, because you got stuck somewhere. I'll shoot you anyway. Archery contest, me versus you. Winner takes all. Oh, wait, what? The bandit had a mushroom on him. I mean, you are in a mushroom patch, so, like, I guess that checks out, but... I was expecting loot of some sort, not just a single mushroom. Whatever. It's my mushroom now. I killed you for it. Alright. What are you up to? Making something? He's making a rugged shirt. No, he finished the rugged shirt. Oh, where? Oh, you left it. Yoink. So now that I've retrieved the garlic, I will start hunting wolves, stags, and boars for the trophies. I mean, it's nighttime, so it's going to be a little bit hard for you to see what I'm doing if this is a dark night. I'll grab some wood, too. Or a burned-up torch. So let's see if I can't find the trophy stuff. It's gonna be a little challenging to get the stags, because they're skittish and hard to hunt. Here's a boar. The boar aren't, because they're bulky, they're not good at traversing the map. Oops, that's the wrong one. I'll beat you with a torch. Ah, ha, ha. Pre-cooked meat. And there's a lot of boar just across the river here. Across the river is a different biome, which is more challenging, so it has a lot more boar. Oh, it's worth mentioning, you're not really allowed to swim. Maybe that's going to be a future development, but if you jump into water, you just, like, teleport. It's funny. Donk in the face. They also can't swim, but I'm not going to exploit it. I'll fight them. No, don't run. No tusks yet, but lots of meat for Karina to cook up. Ooh, my hunting leveled up. Oh no, I pissed off a stag. So I only need one more fang from the wolves. I'm just not getting anything. No trophy items. They do drop. It's probably most frustrating to get stag horns, though, because of how hard it can be early game to hunt stag. But the other stuff, a little bit easier to get. Although I think I scared all the game away. Stag went somewhere this way. Although, I don't want to get too close to the bandit camp. And there's a bandit camp over that way, as you can see. I might have to go poke around a different hunting ground. I'll head east towards Bradford. The purpose is, like, while I'm out here, I could always drop a village sign at Bradford, or a travel sign, so that I can come back to this area more quickly. I'm surprised at the lack of animals out this way. Normally it's more populous. Now, there isn't exactly an order to which you, I mean, it's an open world game. You don't have to interact with the towns in perfect sequence. The game kind of directs you from Herondine to Padstow, but, like, you don't have to. You could jump around. Now, I would say avoid going too far south too early, or you're gonna get, you're gonna have a hard time with bandits.
Hello there, I hope you're in...
I want to drop the travel sign as close to Bradford as I can. So anytime I want to come back, I'm just right outside the town. Bradford, because it's like on the edge of the map, it's not frequented by bandits as much as Padstow, because Padstow is like nested around bandit camps. It's constantly patrolled, whereas like Bradford, because it's out in the middle of nowhere, it gets left alone by the patrols. No, that's not how to cut wood. Let's try again. Sometimes if you don't see the interaction spot, you just start sparring with the wood. It technically does damage to it, but when the trees are on the ground, you're not going to hit it easily. Whereas if I start sparring with like a young tree, you can actually cut a tree down. Not efficiently, but you can cut a tree down that way. Like this. It's pretty silly animation when you're like grunting and like attacking a tree. Oops. Well, we ran out of trophy game that way. I have a lot of meat. Let's deposit it and then try to hunt elsewhere. And I think I'm going to decide to smoke the large meat. Because the fine stews, it doesn't really matter the size of the meat that you make it out of, whereas the large meat makes for the best smoked stuff. Because Karina's been very lazy at her job, I'm going to start the stew myself. Other places for wolves. So we know that there's like a wolf den here. I could try to hunt that way. It's a bit of a walk from here, but to hunt that way for wolves, that might not be a bad idea. And I'm going to queue up a Warhammer instead of the truncheon that we normally use as the last weapon for my villagers to employ against bandit faces. It does almost double the damage, so it's a pretty big boon. Oh, that travel sign is not traversable. Too many enemies nearby. Out here, I kind of... Yeah, there's still a wolf across the water. One thing I kind of wish you could build was, like, bridges. That'd be nice. There's bridges that, like, there's pre-made... Oh, Jesus. Pre-made bridges that exist in the game. I guess I could see a reason that, like, bridges could be exploited to prevent train traversal from enemies. Like, build a bridge over to an island that you can't swim to, and then, like, delete the bridge and fast travel point some there with, like, a town hall, and then bandits can never attack you. Okay, I guess now that I've thought it through, yeah, I could see it being a problem. Alright, let's go, puppy. And the elder thought that wolves would be a problem for me? Heck no. Kill them by the dozens. Now, if only they would give me a fang. Oh my god, still no fangs. Even though I've now invaded their wolf lair twice. Alright. I'll hunt somewhere else then. I was trying to save myself the trek up the mountain to the wolf den that the elder initially sends you to. That's a pretty good source of respawning wolves. It's just a little out of the ways and I don't have a travel sign to it. Oh, you guys are up. Lubomir's back to research. Karina's hopefully cooking. I brought her all the resources she needs for it. And we now know how to make warhammers. So a warhammer requires crafting 3. I don't have crafting 3. It also requires bronze, but I can make bronze. Lubomir, you, I think, have crafting 3. Because you've been crafting this whole time. Yeah, you're crafting 3. So, manage. Let's make 2 warhammers. And each warhammer costs 2 ingots, so then we'll one-off 4 bronze ingots. I have exactly the amount I need, because I have 4 tin, 6 copper, so we're fine. Once they get around to it. Oh, and she just made this fine stew. Perfect. She has more higher cooking skill than I do, so she has a chance to get like a bonus yield more than I would if I did it myself. Alright, looking for some hunting. Of the non-human variety. There's just bandits everywhere. Alright, alright. Let's get ourselves up the mountain. Oh, what was that? Oh, that was a campfire. I did see when I was looking up, initially it wasn't obvious to me how to make trophies. I thought you made them because in the tech tree, it's off of the trapper's camp. I thought you made them at the trapper's camp and not on the workbench. And it was, so when trolling the Steam forums to try to figure out how to do it, I did see a lot of people complaining about the trophies. What's funny is, like, my initial playthrough of this, I did not have any issues getting the wolf fangs, which is funny because I had sold one to the elder, and maybe I regret that because it's 5 reputation sold to the elder and like 300 reputation if you turn it into the trophy for the quest. So if I could go back in time and not sell it to him, I probably would do that.
Morning, friend.
But I'm still
Stop
not
wandering
finding the
around.
boar tusks or
Don't try anything stupid.
stag horns either, which is a whole different issue. Nickel, thank you for the sub. So I'll work a few more minutes on this. If I don't get any traction about hunting wolves, because I've killed, I don't know, like close to a dozen wolves with no yield. I'll change course and try for something else. But the foothills of these mountains have wolves usually. Featherfall, welcome to the stream. Glad you made it. Yeah, here they are. Let's work on my archery. See if I can shoot them. Oh. Is it that lump on the hill? I don't see it. Where art thou? Really? All the way into your den? You're still not guarding it? Oh, it's because the wolf is like in the mountain somewhere. Or maybe it's above me. It may be on the rocks. Oh yeah, there it is. Oh, I got my fangs. You get to live. Maybe. Gobby! Right in the head. Okay, I'll go fetch its stuff. Or I'll slip down the hill. There we go. Man, you look so majestic up here. I almost feel bad. Almost. Oh! Crunch. So we have everything we need for the wolf trophy. Now I have to work on the boar trophy and the stag trophy. Stag's just a matter of me not potatoing aim. And for the boars, it's more a matter of just finding them, because they will fight back. The meadows out this way sometimes has stags. I mean, they're not hard to find. They're just hard to hit. What I do find interesting is in the In one of the more recent updates, they made it easier to hunt them, but it's still not, I would say, easy. It gets easier when your archery level's really high level and your reticle hones in and you can hold aim for a long time, and there's very little projectile drop. Like, then it becomes easy. But by then, you don't really need the staghorns, because all the quests related to staghorns you've done already. But early game, yeah, it can be a nuisance. By Igor's hut, there was also a lot of stags, so maybe I'll fast travel over that way. And source it that way. Before the pelts are used for like weaving tasks, let's make the trophy. So that's 4 pelts and 2 fangs and 4 wood. Looks a little creepy. Also takes 1 minute and 15 seconds to do. I will be right back as we craft it. All right, just about done. There. I could have kept the stag trophy that I got from the quest reward from before, and honestly I should have, but oh well. So there is one of the 3 trophies needed. Perfect. Before I leave here, I am gonna... Oh, you know what? Are we out of... I think we're out of reeds again. I was gonna whip up some more arrows so I can hunt more, so that I can hunt more stags more easily without running out. But I think we're out of, river reeds. So I'll go grab some more river reeds to make arrows. Because I'm guessing hunting the stags are gonna require more than just, like, the 19 arrows that I have left. That, and if we're out of reeds, it means we can't make any more linen for all the armor that we have queued up. And I'm almost done with my agility book, so I should grab another one of those too. I cannot stress enough how important it's going to be to read books like as often as they come off cooldown, because they take a very long time to read, but your agility and strength stats don't really move unless you're reading books related to them. And you get books as rewards for quests, and you get books to kill from killing bandits and clearing their encampments, so you're basically given books all the time. So be using them constantly. Or you'll just have a giant stockpile full of books, and it will be very cumbersome to like deal with. Because nobody wants them for trade or for sale or anything, not really. So just use them as soon as you get them is a good tactic. And invest in your villagers, so that your villagers become stronger. What's going on with the timer? It just ran out of time, but I'm going on. I'm continuing anyway. I mean, if someone subbed or bid or cheered or whatever, it would fill back up. And not be weird and negative. I'm actually, like, acquaintance with the person that made the timer, and I should tell them once it hits 0, it should change from a weird negative time to, like, a time's up or something. But I could probably adjust that too. Hold on, let's see if I can't make it not look weird. There's some time on the clock, so it doesn't look odd. Oh, raid threat. So we're at 90% threat, so there's a fair chance that if I, like, so much as tickle... okay, that sounds kinky. But so much as, like, mess with a bandit, we're gonna get a raid. And Stochastic Turtle, thank you for adding time to the timer. Right. Looking for deer, and we found a lot of deer around here. So maybe I'll go to Padstow and go north, looking for game. I'll hunt stags next, because you guys can laugh at my bad aim. Oh, hello. Well, this guy's stag, but not the kind of stag I'm looking for. Should have come with backup, dude. I'ma steal your belt. I am the belt bandit. I mentioned this before, but if you're really hurting for... Oh, there's stags nearby. If you're really hurting for feathers to make better arrows, the chickens that, like, you can find wandering around Padstow is not too hard to hunt. Bingo! Oh, and staghorns! First try! Ah, merciful God above. And it just consequently gave me exactly the amount of hides I would need to make a trophy too. Huh. Huh. And that tree gave me exactly the amount of wood I need to make a trophy. So, awesome. I like it. My life got a lot easier with that hunt. That one shot. With my luck, there was probably... Oh, so these are the chickens I'm referring to. You lose rep with Padstow by killing them. But these little guys are a lot easier to kill than, like, trying to shoot down a crow flying overhead. For your sanity, I am going to make... one of my villagers make the trophy. I'm not going to make it myself. So, you don't have to, like, wait for it to happen. All I have to do is put everything in the stockpile and then, like, walk away. And they'll get it done. Oh, nice. We're back up to 11 fine stews. Thank you, Karina. And I set the workbench to priority level 1. So that my villagers will prioritize it. Thank you for tuning in to Bellwright, which originally streamed live on Twitch May 25th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, viewers that turned out to the Marathon's live stream. And also viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you on next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Bellwrights.